All right, well, we got this from Not the Bee, the best news site in the world. Not the Bee says, man does interview at local news station, talks about offing his parents, and is arrested immediately afterward. What? According to reports, Lorenz Krauss, his elderly parents, haven't been seen or heard from in about 8 years, yet they were still receiving and cashing Social Security checks. When the authorities came to the couple's house with a warrant last week, their search ended with an excavation in the backyard where they found the Krauses' remains. Wow. Lorenz, being the devoted son that he is, ran to the local news station to give his side of the story, and the journalist managed to get him to admit to the murder on tape. Wow. Let's pick up the interview after Krauss explains that his parents were getting old and unable to care for themselves. Krauss said his parents didn't ask to be killed, but they knew they were going downhill. I did my duty to my parents, Krauss said in the interview. My concern for their misery was paramount. Krauss said his mother had recently been injured from falling while crossing a road, and that his father could no longer drive after cataract surgery. You read that right. He said he killed them because his mother had fallen down once and his father had cataracts removed. Just get in the coffin. just get in the coffin. At the interview's conclusion, police arrested Krauss as he left the building. He was charged with 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of concealment of a human corpse. In a follow-up interview, the same journalist asked if Krauss felt any relief getting the murders off his chest. No, not any extra relief. None at all. And another surprising turn, Krauss had pled not guilty to all charges. Here's the defense it sounds like his attorney is going with. Albany County Assistant Public Defender Rebecca Sokol, who represented Krauss at Friday's hearing, said she would be looking into how the interview came about because if the media was essentially an agent of police in this matter, that could raise questions about whether Krauss's comments in the interview would be legally admissible at trial. So journalists aren't allowed to ask questions, and so if I go to a journalist and I just admit to all these crimes and then I get arrested, can I claim that it was entrapment? But, oh, they entrapped me. I didn't know that the interviewer was going to turn me in. Dude, you go to your therapist and you say you're going to commit a crime. Your therapist has to turn you in. Is your therapist colluding with police? I did my duty. What a crazy guy. Yeah, what a crazy, crazy statement. No wonder, no word on whether or not there will be fraud charges for the Social Security checks that have been cashed out for the past 8 years. Well, yeah, he should face charges for that too, sure. Killed his parents and then kept cashing their money, dude. Let's see.
They asked you to take their lives. To do what they couldn't do?
Implicitly, but not explicitly.
So you were just granting their wishes?
My mother.
They implicitly implied that they wanted him to kill them. It wasn't explicit. It was implicit. They implied that I should kill them, yes.
After my sister died, my mother would give me these do not resuscitate things every few months. And she wanted to die, given her grief for my sister, her daughter.
And you loved your parents and you wanted to honor their wishes.
You know, there's something special about our family that we can somehow read each other's minds. And so being things explicit isn't necessarily, you know, I could complete my grandmother's sentences for her and she would say, well, you know, so, I mean.
I could complete my grandmother's sentences before she could get them out. Therefore, I knew that she would tell me to kill my parents.
The context of all this became to bear on me.
Did one parent, did your mom or your dad more so than the other, ask you to take their lives?
They didn't explicitly say that, but they made it clear that they were going downhill.
When it actually happened, when your parents died, did they know it was happening to them?
Oh, yeah.
And they knew it was at your hand?
Well, yes, no one else's.
Right. So they realized what you were doing to them as it happened.
Yes.
They knew that this was it for them, that they were perishing at your hand.
I gotta say props to this guy interviewing. He literally just walked him into admitting he killed his parents. He literally just walked him into admitting he killed his parents. What's like he was trying to obfuscate it a little bit, and then the interviewer was like, "Yeah, but they knew it was you doing it, right?" And he's like, "Well, yeah. Congrats, buddy. That's a confession."
Yes. And it was so quick.
How did you do it?
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
Well, you've just told us that
Right.
it was at your hand.
Right.
Were there drugs involved? Was
No.
there a suffocation? You suffocated them? You suffocated your parents.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the best way to take their lives, through suffocation.
Basically.
Which parent did you suffocate first?
My father, and after he died, my mother put her head on his chest, and she was there for a few hours, and then I finished her.
And then what did you do? Did you bury them immediately?
No. I didn't know what to do after that.
Dude, he just walked him into giving a full confession. How can you plead not guilty? This is on video, my guy. They're just gonna play this in court. Well, you can't plead not guilty, my guy.
Thank you for seeing us again, Lawrence. Since you told me yesterday that you killed your parents, do you feel a sense of relief today about that?
Not any extra relief. No, not at all.
The world knows what happened now? That doesn't...
I mean, that does help, I think. I'm glad that people know about my statement. That's important to me.
But I think people out there care about your parents and what happened to them.
Yes.
Can we just go through that again very quickly? That night that you decided to take their lives, did you know that day, the day before, when did you know that was the time to do this?
My father laid back and was ready. He knew. I just want to say a message that there's a legal defense type of thing, and then there's a political defense. And the most important law in this country is New York State ratification law, which says that the people have the power to reassume the powers of government whensoever it is necessary to their happiness. And one of my goals was to create a board of trustees for New York State. And to create that initial trustee, someone needs to know what to do. So I'm making the claim that I'm the initial trustee of the New York State Board of Trustees, and they would have prosecutorial immunity. And so I appeal to that as having prosecutorial immunity for this case.
It's for...
What? He's saying that he has prosecution immunity. He has immunity from prosecution. This guy's insane. This guy, oh yeah, my parents wanted to die. He sat up and I could just tell he just wanted to die. Oh, by the way, I'm also immune from prosecution. Whoa, that's not how that works, my guy. The insanity plea would be much more viable if this dude, for this dude, he even looks retarded. Dude, no, I don't think he's insane. I think he's just wrong. He's delusional. Like, I don't think he's insane. I think he's delusional. He's living in a delusional fantasy, talking about a board of trustees that doesn't exist, and he's saying that he's now the founding member and has immunity. What? Even then, you're not immune from killing people. You as a... Well, okay, well, I might be wrong there. Politicians might be able to kill people. We just don't know about it, right? But either way, you don't have immunity from that, my guy. Him being on that board of trustees would be like adding North Korea to the UN, but they did. And that qualifies for the insanity plea being delusional. Well, either way, I'm fine with that, our sergeant, because insanity plea results in life in prison. So if that's the route he wants to go down, then go right ahead. Go right ahead with that. I hope prison justice comes through. Yeah, I mean, look, he's already in jail. Apparently, this is New York though, so we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll make an argument for, well, if I had gone to Canada, we could have just got assisted suicide, but I just decided to do it here at home. Oh, such a crazy world we live in, man. Crazy world we live in.